from, let's see, Stream 2, which is on the Ace Point Backgammon YouTube channel. Saba Bajanisvili from Atlanta playing Brandon Macklin from Baltimore. And on Stream 3, which is also on Ace Point YouTube channel, John O'Hagan versus Chris Trencher. So, wow, what a couple of matches. Here we go with Thomas Tenland and Matt Reklaitis. Tenland is on the top playing black checkers. He's on the right of the player cam. Matt is on the bottom playing yellow checkers. He's on the left of the player cam. So this should be superb. So off and running. Two extremely accomplished players. Tenland, I should have looked it up. I didn't. He's a grandmaster of some rank on the BMAB ranking system. Matt is, I'd have to check specifically, but I think he has a master's rating on the BMAB system. So two extremely talented, skilled, and experienced players. Thomas is from Sweden, I think, in the Malmo area, which is right across the bridge from Denmark into Sweden. Matt from Massachusetts plays a fair amount in the States and also a fair amount internationally. Now, one thing and a couple of announcements here, and then I'll get more focused on the actual matches. As y'all all know, I like to make our streaming commentary a very interactive type process, so I follow the chat line here. So any comments, suggestions, critiques, questions, or if you just want your name announced online, let me know, and I'll try to respond to those as appropriately and whenever possible. So anyway, we have the first game going here. Thomas says it's kind of an odd game for both. Matt got 5 checkers back, perhaps a 6th. Thomas has not been able to make much of a structure of his own, as he's got a stack of 6 on his 6 point, and he's made his 3 point. So kind of an interesting structure here. Matt's trying to take over Thomas's home board, and so we shall see how it goes. Hey, Hussein, I was just fixing to send you a text. If you go to the usbgf.org website, go to the results tab, you can find a link to all of the brackets. Kind of chase down through the various menus, but it's on the USBGF website.
I just saw a comment here. I just switched this on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thomas Tenland looking like a Viking. God damn, you are right, he does. He accosted me in the elevator yesterday. He was wielding this, like, 3-headed axe thing at me. It was kind of scary.
Super nice guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
And
he says it's, this is just backgammon players being superstitious. He says he thought he'd give the beard a try for a 6-month period or so to see how it worked for his game. I'm not lying. I'm not telling any tales. This is the God's honest truth.
Okay. So first game, and again, it's kind of an odd development here with Matt with 6 back, Thomas with a bunch of stacked points. So we'll see how this develops going forward here. Now Matt will likely soon be giving up either the 4 or the 5 point, and
Thomas does not have a sound structure to be able to withstand this. And, you know, Matt's got a good solid 4 prime there. I really do think that, you know, this is good for Matt. I think he's found himself a good position.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to come in against
and really
1-4-5 for the moment anyway.
Yeah, normally with this lopsided race, you wouldn't really think about cubing, but I think you have to here because, I mean, he's got triple shots. He's got a double shot on that checker on the 9-point, direct on that 2-point block.
Yeah.
And hitting one of those might be enough.
I'd like to thank Robert Palumbo. He looked it up. Thomas is a Grand 1 or G1 Grandmaster on BMAB. Knew he was in the Grandmaster. He plays low. We know that. He's an extremely talented player. Now, they've already started over on stream 2, Saba Bajanisvili and Brandon Macklin. That's on the Ace Point YouTube channel. So
here we go. More crash.
If
Is
you're
Matt too good now?
fans of Brandon and or Saba or just good backgammon in general, that's another match to be looking at. And then, I mean, how bad does it get? On stream 3, all the way down to stream 3, we have John O'Hagan and Chris Trencher.
Oh, there's a couple of guppies right there. I mean, a couple of, what are they, G2s? I don't know. Maybe someone could look them up on the BMAP site.
They're damn good.
But Chris is such a strong player, and
and consistent.
Yeah,
strong player. I mean, that's a big difference too. And Thomas is the same way. I mean, these guys play, 2.5, 3.5 every match. You're capable of playing something like that occasionally. I can get a 4 or something occasionally, but 9s and 10s aren't out of the question occasionally either. So it's the consistency which really differentiates these guys.
Yeah, we should be 110% clear here. Though when Bill talks about 9s and 10s, he's talking about him. There's no debate about that.
Okay.
I don't think this is a take. I think if I'm Thomas, I want to pass this. This is just grim. I mean, the race tells us it must be a take for Black, but really, I think his position, his structure,
the position is pretty.
These are rough. If this is a take, I think it's pretty thin.
Intimidating to take against that. So if y'all don't know him, this is Keen Marin.
Oh yeah,
Madison, Wisconsin, by way of Scotland.
Oh yeah, formerly Edinburgh.
So very good player of his own.
And I will be running away. I have a doubles match coming up. I don't know who I'm playing yet, but I'm playing alongside one of my co-commentators from yesterday, Frank Talbot. So.
Oh, that's a nice pairing, a nice team.
Oh yeah, I hope so. We did the side pool and everything.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good. As Thomas contemplates this, and he lets it go, as we might have suspected.
It's a good pass. I like it.
This is the Masters, and it says round of 32 up there, but he actually ends up with a bracket of 40, and so a nice field.
Oh yeah, the Masters field here in Chicago has been.
Oh, look, Martin Howell
very
put it
strong.
in. Big take by 250.
Hey, good morning, Matt. That's a big take by 250?
Hey, and Matt, MCG is in the room.
Uh-oh. So we're all about to get educated then. Rewind the video, Matt. Tell us what the XG2ply says from your head.
Well, like Hussein mentioned here, Thomas is kind of renowned, I guess you would say, for supposedly knowing every replay through 3 rolls. I think Thomas remembers most third rolls or something like that.
Yeah,
that's some struggle for 1.
That's an extensive thing.
To get to 3.
and also the variance at match score as well. So there's a lot of shifting around, and that's an awful lot of knowledge to have trapped in your head. I would want to let that loose. I just wouldn't keep that in.
CG says Matt only had a 2-point board and nobody on the bar, so he's thinking it was a take. Okay, so here's I got to get focused here. We're still trying to get prefaced, and Thomas got that point back.
Hey, Pat, why are you not here, Matt? You should be playing in this thing.
There's Hannah. Come up anytime you want, and I'll introduce you. This is. Go pan that camera around a little bit.
I got you.
As soon as the team's going to pan the camera around for me, it's just physically do it. You can see it there. Okay, this young lady here is from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Hannah DeRosier. We met her at the Texas tournament, and quite a good young beginner player, but a very precocious and confident 10-year-old. And now her and her family are here in Chicago to play. And it was great this morning. Your idol is Michi, and she was able to meet Michi, talk with him a bit, have some photos taken, and then I saw y'all actually playing a little game earlier. Did you beat him?
No.
No? Oh, well, you can join the rest of us that we don't, not many people beat Michi. So anyway, we hope you have a good time, and I guess you're excited about the opportunity to play, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're a big backgammon aficionado or interest, a lot of backgammon, but then you're also softball player,
Volleyball player,
and moving on, she told me yesterday, to the 6th grade next year. So welcome to Chicago, and I just wanted everybody to see this young and upcoming player. I think you're going to hear her name more in the future. So thank you very much.
welcome.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. Bye-bye. Okay, and you're welcome to sit there if you'd like.
I like it right here.
You like it right there? Okay. So here we go. Thomas has the forward anchor, but hasn't accomplished much more. Matt has a bit more of a developing structure, but let's see. Thomas is contemplating. His clock is running, so he's contemplating a cube, perhaps. I think it seems a bit early for me. Now, this is what separates some of these elite players from the rest of us. Again, certainly I wouldn't contemplate this. He's actually got the ugly 5-4. He was sitting on the 5-4 rather than a cube consideration. I apologize. I'd been distracted a little bit. So it is a very ugly 5-4, and he's contemplating how to play that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting higher.
Okay. So he plays the 2 down, which provides some potential for making some of those interior points, but he has to give up the midpoint to do it. Matt anchors, comes in. So now Thomas hopes to, aiming for the 5 point, gets the 5 point. Also known as the golden point. So he's made some progress after breaking that midpoint. He does get the 5 point, which is what he wanted most. Okay, Matt gets a 6, which allows him to hit another checker, and then I guess he'll go 6-4 probably. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, to make another builder to make those other innerboard points.
That's right. Very observant. Y'all will quickly notice the precociousness of this 10-year-old as we go along here. And it's interesting, too, unlike many novices and beginners and children players who will move their checkers, counting pips and so forth, Hannah moves the checkers from this point to that point, just like the best of us, and really amazing to watch. Okay, so it's a nice set of fours. So Matt's got a nice little broken 5' in front of Thomas's 5-point anchor. Now Thomas has a 4-point board probably with Matt in the air.
We just do the blitz play right here. Yeah. bring
Yeah,
two
do the
to
blitz
one.
play. And,
Yeah.
yep, yeah, very good. And Thomas follows your advice. 2-6 from the bar. Okay, so this time Thomas is surveying the situation, seeing if he might want a cube. I think it's a little, would be a little optimistic here. He's got these two guys kind of stuck back here. Matt only has to get one out. So, but this is the kind of match and players you learn a lot from watching these sorts of streams. Okay, several people saying this is not even close to a double.
Yeah, I don't think it's a double either.
No, I didn't think so. Hannah agrees, so Thomas should just roll, right? So, but he decides to send it, so Matt's just got to scoop this one up. And now he has the advantage, of course, of having control of the cube.
Yeah.
So gives him a lot of leverage, should things turn around a bit. If he can get this one checker out, he's going to be in a very nice position, I think.
I didn't see that 5-3 right there.
Yeah. Whoa.
And he can't come out.
Can't get out, and there goes his blocking structure too.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm probably just bringing those two on the 8 right now.
Mm-hmm.
To the 2. Because he has those 2 checkers right there, so you don't want to get hit and sent back all the way around.
Right.
Because he has a pretty good inner board, so that would be only have 2 points to get in. So yeah.
Okay, so he shifts. And you know some of these terms, right? Shift and so forth. So Matt's, he needs to come in. Doesn't. So, and it's really, and it's interesting. And sometimes that's backgammon makes another point here. Thomas sent what all of us thought, people viewing thought, and somebody put it in XG. What everybody thought was a very early cube, and maybe not a cube. And then, Matt rolls a double 6, which he can't play initially, and he has to give up his blocking structure, and boom, turns around. Maybe he gets gammoned on what everyone thought was a suspect cube, and then it turns around and goes Thomas's way, and here we are. Okay, so he's thinking how to play that 2-1, does it this way, which gives him the most flexibility, but he's vulnerable to the 3-5, but Matt doesn't roll it. There's the 3-1, makes the closeout, so reasonable gammon chances here. Not high, but reasonable. I don't know if you heard when first started here, Thomas, the guy on the right in the beard, he's come here. He's from Sweden. He lives in Sweden.
It's a far further away than I came. I thought I came from far.
Well, there's, Michi and Tanaka are both from Japan, and
Yeah.
there's several Europeans here. Thomas is from Sweden. Michael Urban's from Germany. So, a number of people came a long ways, and you came a pretty fair ways yourself.
If not as far as other people came. I
No.
thought I came from pretty far. Apparently, I didn't.
Where's Thomas from? Bill?
Sweden. Okay, so he would like to play for the Gammon, but the role kind of dictates that he
Yeah.
has to open it up a bit. So Matt, provided he gets in relatively quickly, should be able to save the Gammon. Now the question is, he takes that checker off.
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm doing.
just as soon not to be odd on those back two checkers,
Yeah.
so that he doesn't leave a blot with a big double, but he wanted to, he's playing for the Gammon. And he's not, the dice aren't cooperating very much with Matt here. He takes a little bit of a chance to get another checker off and get off as early as possible, and Matt comes in, so now, and that's 3 hurts him, adds another roll. So Matt should beat this Gammon. Might have played the 5 point,
Yeah.
and
So you can even out your checkers because you already have a big candlestick on the 6.
yeah, and he doesn't want to have that void there on the 5 if it comes down to one roll or something, and he could miss with a 5.
And he just had a 2-1. I would have slotted the 5 that time. I would have came up with the 2 and slotted the 5.
Okay, so he makes it. Okay.
Don't fit. No, I noticed that. That's kind of. It's,
And do you and your dad play quite a bit so that you learn from each other and
Kind of, yeah.
kind of? Yeah.
We don't usually play like the longer matches like these. We usually would play 5, 1, or 3 pointers.
Yeah.
Or 5, 3, or 1 pointers.
And when you bought your Chris Lloyd board, I know you got supposedly a lesson with Steve Sachs. Did you have you had your lesson with Steve Sachs? Well, that's good. Steve's a very good player and a very good teacher. Okay, so hey Joe, how's it going, man? Joe Urso running in. He flew in from New York this morning and had a Masters match beginning at 11. Okay. So Matt, things have not went his way the last couple of games. Now he was rather fortunate. He could have easily gotten gammoned on that other game.
Good.
What's your nickname on Galaxy?
H DeRosier 10.
I'm sorry?
H DeRosier 10.
Oh, okay. Now, Hannah does play on Backgammon Galaxy. Now, there's a relatively easy take for Matt, I think. Hannah plays on Backgammon Galaxy, and in fact, in San Antonio, you were wearing a Backgammon Galaxy T-shirt. So this is being streamed on the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel right now. And her nickname on Backgammon Galaxy is H DeRosier.
H DeRosier 10.
10?
10.
Your age. Now you're going to have to change it next year, though, huh?
I don't know if it was really for my kids.
I don't know. H DeRosier 10. So look for her.
Well, Bill, I'm free all day.
No way.
I won my matches yesterday. That's people starting today. So a little more trash talking.
Well, sit in. Tara will come over and adjust the camera in a minute. This is Victor Ashkenazi. This is Hannah DeRosier.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see
How
you.
are you?
You might have seen her in Texas. She was in Texas.
Okay.
So a nice little up and coming young 10-year-old
Good,
player.
good. Good to have you as a partner on this on this event.
Thank you.
Welcome to the game. All right, Swedish star Thomas Tenland against American veteran, I guess.
Yeah.
From Boston area.
Yeah. And a good player.
Reklaitis. Yes.
Very good player.
Yeah, I was watching that match. I was standing to that when actually was surprised by one of the plays that Thomas did. Was
That early
2-1.
cube?
No, 2-1. I didn't see the cube, but I saw 2-1 when he didn't come off the 20 point when he had already, but instead brought the checker in. I thought it was wrong idea, but who's watching? Anybody I know?
MCG,
Oh, Matsky. Hey, buddy.
our buddy.
Yeah, we talk with Matt now on
Our
Backgammon.
buddy Hussein Paknahad. You know
Oh.
Hussein.
I know Aron Tendler from Sweden.
Yeah.
We met a few times in Nordic Open. Yeah, Hussein, of course I know Hussein. Okay, so people waking up. It must be like 3 a.m. on Met time, so he's ready.
On Matt time.
Yeah, he's ready to rumble. Oh, yeah, Justin says hello. Hi, Justin.
Now,
Okay,
if you
so-
don't know this name, Victor Ashkenazi, he's one of the top 5 players in the world. Yes. And one of the very best players. And so he's a good guy to know, too. He lives in New York City, or
Where are you
right
from?
outside of. Where are you from, he said?
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Louisiana. Nice. We need more presence in the South.
Okay, so Thomas is very few. There is a guy here from New Orleans here this weekend. Jesus Ibarra.
Oh, that's him. I need to meet him. He's been very active on my Instagram page. He's been very supportive and cheerful.
Yeah.
I need to see him face to face.
Yeah.
Okay. Good that you mentioned him. All right. I see Boris Diktyar from New York joined.
Yeah, Boris. No, Boris.
Okay, so we actually have already 40 players in the Masters, and we have 24 in the Faster Masters, with a very, very strong field. I've been lucky enough to be in, I think, quarterfinals already on both. And guys, now it's the second start we're watching. It's the first round. So guys will have to win, I guess, 2 matches to get to the quarters. All right, so Thomas have his favorite in this game until at least he rolled that horrible number, 4-3. He has to clear the 5 point or 6 point because no way he can volunteer a shot against Matt's
It's a
board.
5-point board.
Yep.
Glazier and Price are playing Minardi and Granger.
I like Matt's situation. It's comfortable holding the cube in this position when your opponent struggle to bring checkers around.
Exactly. And he's sitting with a very nice board.
Yeah, 6-4 is a tough play to make. You have to calculate the race. And if race is close enough, you probably should actually go with one checker from the back to be in a contact with both of the opponent points. Because if you just clear the midpoint,
Oh, be careful. It's okay, man. Her dad's an attorney. We've got it cleared with him. Okay.
because if you just clear the midpoint, then you just give too much freedom for your opponent to do the same. In the same time, you cannot leave one guy there if race is close. So again, it's all the race. So let's count the race. 12,
particularly
15, minus
with
30, minus
the
30,
six having been voided.
21.
I like running from the rear. Right?
No, he's behind in the race by a lot. Then maybe it's actually not a bad play. This probably is fine. 5-2 is another
He's
dubious choice of dice.
treading water. there.
Right, for
His
Thomas.
next roll may be difficult. No? He,
I mean, the problem with Thomas' board, even the race looks so strong for him. It's actually easy to lose the race when you start killing, having such an inefficient inner board. 6-3, he has to clear the midpoint, I think. He cannot kill two more checkers. Yeah, 3 to this one. I don't think he can afford to go to the ace here. Of course, it's scary.
and he has just zero flexibility on the next roll.
I mean, on the downside, if he gets hit with 9, of course, he gives too many gammons.
Now I'm coming.
Maybe going to the ace actually is not a bad
I
idea.
would have come from the midpoint down to the
Just to avoid gammons.
7
So
right
she
here.
would have come from the midpoint.
For midpoint, okay. That's not a bad choice. All right, that's what we're talking about. So I think you still leave one guy behind just because the Thomas position is so bad. You just go to the ace point with one checker from behind and leave the blood behind. Make it difficult for Thomas to bring checkers around. Okay, Matt doesn't like 7-1. Oh no, that must be that's just yeah. Why you go with 2? Why you make it easy for him? Just leave one guy back and make
Gives him
it.
complete flexibility.
No, that must be a blunder. That's not a small thing. Matt may like it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 5-5 is terrible. Matt confirms. That makes me actually double. Second guess myself. Maybe it was correct. Who knows? Yeah, you have to stay with one guy back because you want to combine your threats. By running to the ace, it's actually very efficient with one checker. You still have your racing chances, but at the same time you make it difficult for him. 300 blunder, somebody comment. Yeah, the double 5 just look horrible. But still, he's in the race now, as we discussed.
he's
The
in
Thomas board is pretty inefficient because of what he had to do to bring checkers in. So it's actually not that far from 50-50 game, probably. I mean, Thomas is a slight favorite because of the race, of course. Man. But not that big. Also, from 1-3, of course, Matt has to be aggressive with the double. So a couple more 6-5s, and he has to be reaching for a cube. Okay, 3-1 is pretty horrible. I would stop
So
already.
he's
I
pretty
would
much
think
caught
about.
up here.
I would think about that already. So it's an even race, as we see, but extra one checker off
One checker
and a
ahead
better
on
better
roll.
distribution. It's actually close to redouble already. Okay, Matt confirms. He said looks like a double. So again, makes me doubt myself. Maybe it's not a double, but okay. But it looks like a double. Just big combination of the even raise down in the score and and more efficient distribution. Distribution.
It's a pretty expensive proposition
Yeah.
for Matt or for Thomas to take.
Yeah. No, Thomas must take because it's even race. You cannot pass this, but still doesn't negate the fact that it probably double because you have better structure, even race, and you down in the score. That should be enough. That's not exactly market loser, but 100% take. Somebody says we're not discussing take. Take is obvious. So it actually got a little better for Thomas because he took 2 checkers off. The race is the same, by the way. He has 2 holes though in the board now. He had 2 checkers off, so it's 5 all. Race is the same. Probably still, not still. I mean, not probably. It's actually still
There
a
it
double
is. Matt's
because
on
a
shape.
smaller race now and a much better distribution. Not an easy take, by the way, for black. 2 holes in the position, being up 3-1. Thomas may think that he's a favorite in this
And
match.
it's
So
a recue, right? So it's 4 points, not just 2.
yeah. So he doesn't want to play this game. I mean, we know that. He's just thinking maybe let it go and just play another game. It's probably is it technically a take though? That's a question to me with these 2 holes.
Now, are you taking this one, Hannah?
Those 2 gaps are
I would probably
really
drop
big.
it because he has the better distribution on the other side.
Okay.
Should be a take based on the race though. He took. Okay, good decision.
Okay. Aron, huge take. Matt thinks it's a take.
Okay. No, of course it's a take. Yeah, but trust me, Thomas did not want to play that game.
I agree.
He just.
He didn't have to like it. He
I just
had to take
I
it.
just know how it feels, and you just don't. Okay, that's a good development for Matt. 6-4 against 3-1. He's a huge favorite at this point. 4-3 is a good. Anything that takes 2 checkers off is a good roll for Matt.
Yes. And any miss is terrible for Thomas.
Yeah. 6-3 is a good roll, of course. That's not a good roll.
That's
This is actually becomes a little bit hairy. I think the play is 4-2 or 6-4. No, I think it's 4-2.
I think.
Yeah, you just don't want to lose all the pips if you roll something like 6-1, 6-2. So yeah, 4-2. I think you need to be efficient. This is the play not to miss with 5 and 4. I don't know those positions. Somebody more technical, Matt. What do we do? 6-4, Matt says. Okay, I trust Matt on this.
Okay, so now it's kind of swung.
Yeah, it is actually very hairy now, so you can't roll the deuce. Actually, rolling ace is
Can't
already
roll
a
a deuce.
huge thing. But you cannot recube, by the way. If you're Thomas, you cannot recube. You are up 3-1 because you're gonna see 16 cube back.
Yeah.
He's thinking about
He can
that.
think about it, but I don't think he can do it.
Combination of 2 aces and him almost 50% taking checkers off. He thinking because it is worth thinking about that. But I don't redouble this.
Okay, so
Okay, good ending for Thomas.
and did you see you actually
Sign of
Charles
relief.
got your name up
1-7.
there on the commentator
Oh,
list.
I see it.
Now let me ask you this, Hannah, while we've got a moment while they reset up. Do you count pips in any manner yet? Or have you learned to do that? Or
I've learned to do it, but I'm not the fastest at it.
not that fast at it? Okay. Well, that'll be an increasingly important part of the game as you
Yeah.
get more experience.
All right, 7-1 should make Matt pretty desperate in terms of cubing. Have to send it early, like anytime he makes 5, even maybe 4 points, he probably should send it. This is actually kind of looks good, but not really.
It's deceptive.
Right, it is. Yeah, it makes his position pretty inflexible, and now after double 6, he's actually back to underdog position. 3 6-5s in a row.
Yeah.
How impressive is that? Actually, extremely strong field here, both in the Masters and Faster Masters. I just checked the. It was already very strong yesterday. A lot of strong players arrived today as well. Would be honored to win it.
Yeah. You could add that to your Longhorn trophy case.
I won Masters in Chicago last year. Anyway.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you won Texas Masters.
I do it every year.
Every year. You try to make a habit of it.
Yes. No, but it's very strong field, so you cannot look. Have to look just one match at a time. Very strong field.
And of course, that translates to the championship division as well.
Yeah, it's going to be actually already, I've heard 90 players sign up. That's up like more than 35 players from last year. And I don't know if it's a final number. Maybe it's actually going to be bigger. There's a lot of people still arriving.
Which is great. We had 97 in New York this year, 99 in Texas, and now in the 90s in Chicago.
Atlanta and Ohio, smaller tournaments, also had record attendance.
Yeah.
So pretty much every U.S. tournament run this year, except for Vegas, I've heard, had record attendance.
Right.
For anyone thinking that game in U.S. is, going dead, it's not true.
Okay, so it's just almost a straight
It's
race type position.
Yeah, it's pretty boring position. So I'm,
And Thomas with the 7-1 lead is going to be a little bit more cautious to
Absolutely.
put that cube into play. Matt, of course, would be more assertive, aggressive, right? Because he's
Absolutely. I mean, it's all on the race here. I'm just too lazy to count. I mean, what,
behind the
3,
score.
Yeah.
6, 6, 11, 10 pips, I think. 10 pips.
that
Doesn't
Thomas is up.
I would not double 10 pips, but he's, of course, in his right to think about that. Yeah, it is 10 pips. Matt just confirmed. Yeah. You just don't want to see 4 cube next roll or in 2 rolls, which is possible. Now it's probably double. Yep. Actually, easy double. Say probably. Actually, not easy take anymore. So it was 10. Now it's what he rolled double 2 against 6-3, 3 more, 13 pips.
13 pips.
Could be a pass, a bunch of extra crossovers. Yeah.
Matt thinks it's a market lost with that exchange.
It was a market loss. Yeah. Of course. But that's the biggest problem with the human players. At least my weakness for years. I actually don't know the next number. It would be such improvement if I knew at least sometimes what the next number will be.
Who was it yesterday? Oh, against you, Simon Barget. He sent that, what was the kind of an optimistic cube, and then rolled the Joker 3-6 on top of you.
Yeah. That was
If you know
not
the
fun,
3-6 is coming, then of course it's a cube.
Yeah. But look, I prevailed in the end. Cannot complain.
Yeah, it worked out, huh?
I took a pass in the process when I was down 7-8. I was too optimistic.
Matt's pondering this. It's he's down 7-1.
He's down 7-1. He's a sizable underdog in this match, so more reasons for him to actually gamble. Just this race just looks so. He took okay.
I'm not surprised.
Look like a pass to me. Could be a sizable pass because you don't want him to get to 9-1. You prefer to try to come back from 1-8.
Yeah. If he gets to 9-1, then he's just one gammon away from a win, huh?
So market was not lost. Matt was incorrect again.
Well, it's only gotten worse since the cube.
It probably was a pass, but it was not passed, so market was still there. Yeah, this looks like a dead game. I don't see Matt coming back. He does look like he's gonna save the gammon though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It would border on miraculous if Thomas gammoned him.
But it's closer to gammon than it is for Matt to win. How many people watching?
102 right now. So we're
So for a morning we have a, you know,
Yeah,
we have a.
off to a little slow
Good
start,
crowd.
but it's it'll be building.
This is beautiful double six. The only issue is that it's a little too late. I mean, nothing that 3 more double sixes cannot fix.
Well, you know, yesterday it was funny in the team championship thing. Chris Trencher gave
Team did not play.
Ari Noguera.
Chris did not
Not
play.
Chris, Joe Russell gave Ari Noguera cube, which was questionable.
Oh,
Joe was 5 pips up.
yeah, I saw
And
some
then
of
in
the Joe
next,
plays yesterday.
the
That was
next
pretty
4 rolls,
painful
he
to
rolled
watch.
3
Yeah.
sets of 6s.
Yeah. No, the Joe was doing some interesting stuff.
So are you the novice is tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
So you're just kind of
Watching my dad play,
watching your dad play today.
but I'm not really watching because he's playing.
Maybe commentating's more fun than watching your dad.
Who's that?
Name's Jimmy DeRosier. He's playing in the intermediate division.
He's playing against Alan Eason, I think.
Okay.
Epstein.
Alec Epstein, yeah, from Atlanta. Okay, that's an intermediate jackpot.
Okay. Good luck to your dad.
We'll see if he's listened to your lessons, huh? Do you help him?
So not a long time ago we were playing and he like missed a cover, so I helped him on that one.
Good job. Good job.
But it was a little too late because he had already pressed the thing. the
Yeah,
clock.
it's already at the clock. So y'all play with the clock?
Sometimes. If we're playing,
This could be too good already. I mean,
often,
obvious
but the
pass
clock-
to
because
me.
it's not really for anything, it's just like practice.
Please don't make the triangles the same color as the checkers. Oh, he's talking about pips and checkers being the same
Yep.
color.
Saying have some comment on the
Sometimes,
colors of the board.
depending on, I don't know,
Not easy to see the
the
checkers. I
video.
guess. Yeah.
that they're using, particularly on computers and so forth, and they're transcribing. Hussein's probably transcribing this. It's probably a little difficult.
Yeah.
I think this is a take because you have their shots.
No, this is big pass. I'm actually surprised Thomas spent so much time on that. Sometimes it's actually fine. You can just sit over the board, sleep, think about the food and stuff, you know, pretend that you're thinking. No way he's taking this.
I think you must be rooting for Matt. Your colors match his checkers and colors. Huh?
Yeah, too good that's what I would be thinking about in this position. Whether I would roll for try to gammon, but not too much of too good. Especially if your opponent thinks so much, so long, and thinking to take that, then it's a great cue. Yeah, Thomas seems a little jet lagging still. Oh no, that just no. Actually, he was already a little off. I saw some of his plays in the beginning of the match that I didn't
Yeah,
like.
he made a 300 blunder in the second game with an early cube.
Yeah, no, just like I saw 2-1 he played. I was really surprised that he didn't come from the back and just try to build some elusive points. 2-1, he must hit, I think. Actually, making 23 is not that bad too. Actually, I have no idea how to play this.
Well, you know, you have no idea how to play this because you wouldn't put yourself in this
you-
position by taking that.
That's
cube,
true too.
right?
That's true too. Maybe 23 is actually not bad. Yeah, I have no idea what's correct here. Yeah, it's only 110 blunder to take this, Martin comments. But
But it's like MCG says, his cube actions.
no,
seem all
yeah,
over
he
the
just
place.
doesn't feel the game at all. Just couple. Usually checker play is the best indication. I've seen his 2-1. When I came to the board, I saw one his play 2-1, and it was pretty horrible. So I knew already that he's probably not feeling well. Okay, 5 hits outside, of course. Oh, that's a huge miss. Now he may actually pay for this take. Looked like he was about to get away, but no. Okay, 4 hit, 3 down. You need builders in the area. There is nothing to... Okay, Matt knows this. Good. You have to be aggressive.
He's got bringing down all the builders. Huh?
Yeah. Nothing to lose. It's easy to play when you 1-9.
Eh,
6 hits, and then think about ace.
don't want him to make that other anchor. So
Correct. Any ace would be good, except for 11-9. That would be pretty horrible.
Might just step up right here, 24-23. You have more chances to get out if you step up.
What do you think? She wants to step up to make sure she gets the
That's
back
fine.
checker
That's okay.
out.
Yeah, absolutely.
very good.
Good play. Yeah,
Good play.
very good play. Okay, double 3. Yeah. Now the blitz is in the full swing until that beautiful 2-1 came around. I think you need to play to the 8 and any other ace you like.
Thomas needs to perform quickly here.
And he does.
And he does.
That's a
He
performance.
was really fixing to get in bad shape.
Well, you know, when you're a good player and you're taking cube like that, normally you're paying for that. It's actually interesting play. 3 and maybe make back point. Yeah, that looks like a decent play to me. That's a huge joker, but
Not many fours out
no,
there.
making that point paid off, of course. Has to hit second one and just save the guy to the 13 for lack of a better option.
Yeah, he has no other options, right?
Yep. Nothing else.
And don't make the mistake of rolling another set of fours next time.
Yep. 2 is useful. 0-1 is not bad.
Make that and the 23.
Hmm?
Yeah. This has all of the indications of a extended game.
And I've been there. I just traveled from Europe 20 hours 2 days ago, and I feel like, you know, you don't always feel the game the same. Still, maybe a little bit, his game is a little too much off, but he's not playing that much. You know, I don't know when he played last time. Maybe also lack of practice. He works in the game, I know that, but not playing live tournaments is playing live tournaments is actually different animal. You don't feel the game the same way when you just sit in front of computer.
I'm just doing the normal double 6 play right here. Two out and then 2 down.
2 out, 2 down. Very good.
That's no reason to be. Actually, you know, he can do whatever he wants. He can just even go to the 22 to whatever the 16.
Yeah, make the 22 and come out with the other one.
Yeah, make 22 come out. So whatever. I think it's actually I don't even have strong preference here. I don't know if you need to guard against double 3 that hard. Yeah, this is fine. This is just fine. It's more flexible.
Yeah.
Four out. Okay, actually, 4 out not necessary. Yeah, yeah, this is fine. You probably want to make that 21 point, so you should stay there. Matt needs to perform now. Thomas did. Now Matt's turn.
Another
Not much of a
5-1.
performance. Yeah, I don't care for that play, man. Little inflexible, maybe. I don't know. It's going to the
Okay, that's the
15 point was a little
that's
better.
the point Thomas wanted to.
Yeah.
forward-
No, Thomas
forward
outrolled
anchor.
him really badly so far. So 6-3.
I'm just coming all the way to the midpoint.
Run all the way. Yeah. Why not?
Gonna try to build a bit more of a board. Not gonna have any.
Okay, that's not a bad roll. You can make
Just
a
go
point.
with
It's a useful point. Yeah, mat game is pretty simple. Just bring checkers around. Try to win 2 points at this point. This looks illegal to me.
That's illegal.
Yep,
You saw 6-3.
yep. So yeah, it looks like Thomas is a little out of sorts. He doesn't see board pretty well, so
Yeah.
need a little time, you know. One more night, good sleep, and he'll be much stronger tomorrow. But you need to survive today. that's the problem. You
Can he
know,
get through
about
today?
tomorrow's, you know.
But he really, I mean,
No, this match seems like he has an easy time, but he has to win another 1 or 2 today. So.
and of course, he'd love to do well in the Masters, but the main event starts tomorrow, so he needs another good night's sleep.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Not a fun roll. Actually, no idea what to do. I would be thinking long and hard about that play, as people who watched the streams yesterday probably know I can do, and I no idea how I would play that 5-4. Breaking 10 points seems to me like a little... it was a good breach point. I don't know if I would give up like that. I don't see that much, so many appealing options.
And, you know, Matt's stripped on all those back points now. It's going to be tough to...
Yeah, but problem is he didn't have that many appealing options. I mean, of course, clearing 16 is another one, but you leave double shot. What did Thomas do with this now? Yeah, why did he clear that point that he needed to hold his
I don't
opponent?
know.
I don't understand. Oh, because he knew he gonna roll
He
6-1.
rolled
Okay,
6-1.
that's a plan. Okay. Okay. Whatever works, as they say. Okay.
4-1, he's got to hit.
Yeah, now we're back to blitz. Okay.
Okay, that he needed that.
I mean, you need to either play well or roll well, and Thomas is doing one of those things right now. And yeah, 6. I think you go to the. Why? Actually, maybe I don't know, but I don't see why. I probably would go to the bar.
Dupes all the small numbers, but
Yeah. 21-15 Matt likes. Okay. Then it makes it two of them. Maybe I'm wrong then. Yes. 3-5, 5 down. Yeah, my 13-7, that's what I liked. Seems like Matt changed his opinion now. He does it so often, you know, it's sick.
like Brandon giving Matt so much flack from Las Vegas about Matt never...
2-1 is interesting, but I think you need to make the 4 point. It's interesting, but still make 4 point. I mean, of course, you can save the 2 checkers to 13, then you have to count the raise, and it's probably close, and I think making 4 is... I think making 4 is kind of my positional preference. Because you can get punished for that. -4 point by -250. Okay, so I guess making 4 points seems like a decent idea. Race is closed. Then it's 2 reasons to make 4 point. Okay, Thomas seems to be closing on this match. Now he has to leave a shot and making a beautiful 9 point. which is not bad at all. There is not much alternative to that play, as far as I see.
I mean, the only other alternative is 8 and 11, and I don't like that. So make the 9.
Yeah, Matt has a shot now, but it's only a single shot. Of course, he much prefer to roll 5-6 rather than 2. Now he's close to be dead. I don't think he escapes. Yeah, he should do some stuff inside and try to make the anchor. And try to play from 22.
Yeah, he's got to run. He's got to get an anchor over there to survive.
Okay, that's pretty much closing this book. 6-point prime.
Kind of hard to win from there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the anchor on 22, of course, and win. Still possible. But Matt's dice were not very kind to him in this match. Now he's trying to misplay the number. No, now it's legal. All right, that was fun while it lasted.
Well, and we've got, the 2 other matches going on H Point YouTube. Brandon is beating Saba 7-1.
Yeah, pretty badly. It's actually about to be over. Brandon is gammoning now, Saba at 7-1 on the cube.
Wow. And then, I don't know the status. Tara will probably switch some of the other matches over, but O'Hagan and Trencher are playing.
That's an interesting match. Trencher was leading 3-0 when I left.
Yeah.
I was very lucky against John last night. We had some memorable battles lately. In DC, in the semi-final of Masters, I beat him in a very interesting match. He played very well in that too. And I felt like he played well yesterday. Okay, you make the 3. Do you switch to the ace? It's a question. You may, just not to let him. Why let him anchor? Of course, he can roll double 4, and you may feel sorry about that scenario. But I just don't like him making the anchor. So I would switch. Not to gammon him, but just I think probably you win more.
Okay, so that match did finish with Brandon winning.
Yep, Brandon beat Saba on stream 2, 11-1.
Tara will probably switch us so that we can see the O'Hagan Trencher here in a second on our second TV.
All right, Thomas
Okay,
seems to be start waking up, yeah, and start making decent plays. Yeah, okay, O'Hagan losing 4-5. We're definitely moving to this one in a minute. That's very interesting match. Trencher is up 5-4. Okay, 4-1 and 9-6. That would be my choice in Thomas double 3. I don't know. Martin probably can put it in XG and tell us how much wrong I am, but this is a little too tight. You know, like, remember like Falafel used to say you can never be too careful? That's that kind of move. You need to hit on the ace. You can't let him make that. All plays are close, Martin says. No, it's obvious. And of course, they're not going to be blunder here. I mean, just...
Excuse me.
Okay, so what do we play here? I mean, 3-1 is a little desperate, I would say. So maybe 9-5.
9-5. I would think.
If he hits ace, it's not end of the world. I mean,
yeah, if he gets hits, no.
I think 3-1, you lose more by creating those 2 gaps. He's thinking also about slotting the deuce point, maybe, but I don't see the why you need to do it, because if he hits on the deuce, it's actually more painful than if he hits on the ace. Creates that gap. Yeah, that seems to be most positional to me.
It's interesting, Hussein. If you're still listening, have you been transcribing this? like to see the results if so.
I don't think players want to see result of this one, so
No.
don't transcribe it, Hussein. It's not gonna be pretty. Yeah, 5-4 seems decent. Seems like most flexible play, give you double six.
I think it's over.
I think it is too.
So we got a confirmation from my co-commentator that it is over. This actually, I'm not sure I agree with this. Is double six leaves double shot actually. Yes, you make the deuce more. I don't know actually. I have no idea. I always roll double six when I do that. Right, yeah, leave this one alone, Hussein. You know, it's not gonna be fun for players to look at.
Transcribe the great Vic matches.
That you can do, you know, with
He
confidence.
knows how to brown nose the commentator.
Okay, Martin is transcribing. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Martin has said. Thank you, Martin.
By the way, yeah, Hussein, I have already Michelle who is transcribing my. So you just don't do double work, guys. You know, talk to each other before doing it. I have 2 matches from yesterday with Petko and O'Hagan that I haven't seen XG file for, so just don't do it twice.
Yeah, y'all can coordinate your activities.
Okay. The champion in making, Brandon, is coming. Is approaching our table.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Yes, he made easy work of hottest player on the tour of Saba Bezhanishvili. Good job. Brandon is a good player and a fun person to be around. Unfortunately, he brings his friends sometimes to the tournaments, you know, like happened in Atlanta, you know, but
well, he got maybe one more opportunity.
Yeah.
If he rolls a, 6 ace, 5 ace, 4 ace.
yeah, somebody said go Ian Terry. I gave Ian, by the way, during this tournament, new nickname. He's now Raging Bull Terry. He won his first matches in a team tournament.
There's a
Last chance.
last
Look at see,
shot.
always in backgammon, you know. It's just never easy, you know. So easy to lose and never easy to win. I don't know why it is, but that's always the story.
Okay.
Oh, Thomas has 1 minute left. I just noticed. Wow.
Well, me as well. I'd not paid any attention to that. Looky here.
Okay. New favorite in the game and in the match. I'm joking. Okay, but why 1 minute? When did he spend all his time on? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not perfect. Of course, you don't go from the 6. You keep your position. You take as many checkers off as you can.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult with all those checkers that deep to win this game.
That is not
Uh-oh, and
perfect.
then
4 off, we know. And then probably 2-1, because you want him to not come to the board as long as you can. So my play is this. Yes, Matt. Good job. Hit the clock. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh.
It's actually not very good number. It's only
not
takes
a very
only
good number
it's only
at all.
takes 1 checker off. That's a
And
big
leaves a
problem.
block.
And open 3 points. It's actually one of the worst maybe the worst number that Matt had actually. Could be the worst number.
Worst roll, man.
Worst roll. Okay, Matt confirms it. Our commentator XG confirms this. It was a worst throw. One checker off, open all the points.
Do you watch many streams and videos and things like that?
Whenever the streams are going on, most of the time, instead of watching videos, we would probably watch that.
Yeah, you play 6-2, of course, not 5-1. I mean, there's no reason to get hit on extra numbers. And you take 5 off more often. I don't understand the logic in that, actually. If anybody can explain it to me, I'm open. Why 5-1 is better than 6-2 is a big mystery to me. I guess he's insisting he wants to get hit,
Try to hit the
which
guy
is the wrong
coming back
idea
around.
to me. Yeah, I guess his idea was that he wants to hit that guy when he gets hit, and I think it's a clearly wrong idea. You just try to win a race. Okay, now this is over.
Ball game.
Shake hand. Next. Okay, we have a very interesting match on another screen. 5-5. O'Hagan versus Trencher.
I'll switch that over to stream one here in a moment, I suspect.
And can you get me some water?
Okay, thank you very much, Hannah. Are you leaving, or are you just going to get some water and come back?
My mom's going to get me some water, and I just want to.
Yes, congrats to Thomas. He's he's through to next round, which he's gonna probably play very soon.
Let's see.
And now Tara is gonna be switching to